You will rate 5 stars and comment on all my videos and subscribe or die! Wah! And today's question of the day is, what is your favorite hero from any story, movie, or TV show? Mine is Han Solo, and that's because Han Solo is a character who is more of begins as an anti-hero, like he's all greedy for himself, not necessarily a bad guy, but then he goes through character development and really turns into one of the most fulfilling heroes in Star Wars and, in my opinion, every other story in general. So who is your favorite hero, fictional hero, that is? And here's a battle, finally a legitimate battle, with Kool Ian, and anyway, I lead with an Uxie, he leads with a Sceptile, and let's get this battle on the road. I'm just going to yawn right off the bat, because I really don't know what he's going to do, and he tries to Leech Seed me. So, Leech Seed is really annoying, but I do get a yawn off, and that's nice. And on the switch, I'm going to set up Stealth Rocks, and he goes into Torkoal. And I just want to yawn again. He's probably going to Rapid Spin, because that's what Torkoal does, but I can always set up Stealth Rocks again, no problem. So, yeah, he Rapid Spins and blows away the Stealth Rocks, but he's yawned, so I'm just going to Stealth Rock again. I mean, why not? So he goes back into Sceptile as I Stealth Rock, and that's pretty nice. And he's probably going to put up a sub here, because that's, now that he sees that I have the yawn, he's probably just going to do that. So I decide to U-turn, and that breaks the sub, and that's pretty nice. And I'm going to go out into Specs Jolteon, hoping that he doesn't predict that I have Signal Beam, which is a Platinum move, so some people don't know about it. So I go for the Signal Beam, but he does know about it and switches out into Glalie. And that's actually going to be a 2-hit KO on Glalie because of my specs. So he's not going to bother saving it. I just Signal Beam for the kill, and that's pretty awesome because I take down a Pokemon already. So he goes into Donphan, and I don't want to stay in because I need to keep Jolteon for later. So I go to Mismagius, predicting either a Rapid Spin or an Earthquake. And he uses the Earthquake, which is nice. And I'm just going to set up the sub, maybe predicting a switch. But this Donphan is actually packing Roar, which is strange. And he roars me into Dragonite, and I decide just to go for a Dragon Dance, but I kind of forget that Donphans usually pack Ice Shard. I don't know why. But this is my bulky Dragonite, so it doesn't do a terrible amount of damage. And I'm just going to Roost for some health back after he Ice Shards again. And I'm not really gaining a whole lot of health back after a Roost. So, I just decided to switch out into Scizor because he can take the Ice Shard. And, yeah, Scizor takes it quite nicely. I'm just going to U-turn away, and that's going to do mediocre damage to Donphan as I go back into Mismagius. And, yeah, I did another Earthquake, so that's pretty awesome. And, I decide to go for the Shadow Ball to do damage, but he predicts that very well and goes into Swellow. So he's in Swellow now, and I know he has the Brave Bird, but I just, I don't really have a safe switch. Mismagius has to bite the bullet on this one, because I know he's going to take quite a bit of recoil damage. And he does take quite a bit of recoil damage, as you can see, and I'm just going to go into Jolteon. And I don't want to go with a Thunderbolt here. I'm just predicting a switch into Donphan and decide to go Hidden Power Grass, but he actually switches into Torkoal, so that's not too good either. And I lost my Rapid Spin counter, Mismagius, or Eater I should say, but I decided to go into Uxie because even if he decides to Rapid Spin, I can just set them up again. It's not a big deal. So he's going to go back into Swellow as I Thunderbolt, predicting the switch into Swellow, and I got it, which was so awesome because, he pretty much was going into Swellow there because he didn't want Swellow to take another Stealth Rock damage, and he predicted probably a yawn. But anyway, he goes into Pikachu, and I'm just going to U-turn out because most Pikachus I see are the sub-punch Pikachus. So I U-turn into Jolteon because Jolteon is pretty epic. And he has to switch here, and I decide to go with the Shadow Ball because it'll KO the Pikachu and do significant damage to something else, and it does do significant damage to Torkoal, and that's going to be a 2-hit KO on the Torkoal with Shadow Ball. So that's pretty nice. So he goes into Sceptile, and I'm probably not going to be able to 1-hit KO with Shadow Ball, and I need to keep Jolteon alive. So I go into Dragonite, and he has the Energy Ball, and that does nothing to bulky Dragonite. He goes with Hidden Power ice now, and he gets a crit, and that kind of sucks because I'm pretty sure I would be able to survive that because my Dragonite has max special defense EVs, but he doesn't work out. So I go into Scizor, just a U-turn. It was pretty much free damage there with the sub, and if he decided to switch, I get to see what he switches into. But now I U-turn and go into Jolteon, and he doesn't switch out this time, and I'm able to Signal Beam him, and that will take down his Sceptile, and that's really bad for him. So he goes into Donphan again, and I'm going to switch out into Uxie, predicting an Earthquake, but he goes out into Pikachu, I guess maybe predicting a switch into Uxie, but I'm just going to U-turn here, and he's going to Volt Tackle me. Now, when I was in battle, I actually thought I killed this thing for some reason, so I go into Machamp here, so that's kind of a misplay, but you know what, I don't really care, I'm just going to finish it off. And, yeah, he Volt Tackles, gets a Parahax, and goes down to the recoil. So that's pretty nice. And he goes into Donphan, and I really don't want him to predict anything and just hurt me, so I'm just going to let him finish off Machamp, because, you know, it's the safe play. I don't really need Machamp to take down Donphan. So I go into Uxie, and now that he can't switch, I'm just going to yawn him so he'll get put to sleep. He goes for the Stealth Rocks, I guess to get continual damage when I decide to switch. So I'm going to go into Scizor because it's the safe play. I don't want Jolteon getting Earthquaked, obviously. And yeah, I'm going to U-turn. I actually score a crit on this U-turn, which is almost for the win, but it doesn't matter anyway because I have Hidden Power Grass on my Jolteon, as you've seen previously in this battle, and I'm going to be able to obviously kill him from here with Hidden Power Grass. So good game, Kool Ian. Ian, I hope to battle again soon. Rate, comment, subscribe, guys, and good game.